show, we got started on the ice cream portion of our Divas and Desserts Bananas Foster, and now it's time to put on the finishing touches. Nancy is joining us once again to help us finish it all off. Nancy, thanks for sticking around.
Thank you. I'm really excited about this. As we mentioned earlier, it's going to be one of our silent auction items. So, Bananas Foster for $4.
And who doesn't love that, right? Some ice cream and bananas.
Yeah.
And we're doing the final steps here. We made the ice cream earlier.
Yes.
And what do we need to do? How do we
Well,
start?
you know, and I love this recipe, by the way. Bananas Foster is kind of the Americanized version of the bananas flambe. So right now, if you want to go ahead and add the rest of the butter and the brown sugar, this is actually was a 1951 Brenna's restaurant down in New Orleans is given credit for this actual recipe where you're just taking, go ahead and
how much is this?
That is a half a stick of butter.
Okay.
And then we went ahead and we're adding the brown sugar. And what is that on? Let's turn it up just a tad.
Let's see. I think it's on off, actually. We're going to turn
that's
this
the front one. It's this one right here. I like your cooktop.
Hey, we're just having fun. That's what cooking is all about.
That's
just
right.
Figuring out as you go,
That's right. And this
what is this?
That is a banana liqueur. So, oh my gosh, this is going to be so yum. We've got real butter, and I cut it in half so it's not quite as buttery. Yeah, and watch that for a minute. That's our heating. That's our rum that's actually heating up as well. So look how it's kind of getting all yummy. And we're getting a great little brown sugar and butter mixture.
So it's kind of going to caramelize.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If you'll keep stirring that, what I'm going to do over here is I'm taking the bananas, cutting them in half, and then I've taken a whole lemon, and we're going to go ahead and brush them. And then in just 2 seconds, we'll start adding them to the pan. And it will continue to cook up just super duper yummy. Now, like you said, we already made our ice cream earlier, so when we're done with this concoction, we will add it to our homemade ice cream.
It's already smelling good too. Now, when do we add the rum? Do we need to go ahead and
The rum's at the end. That's going to be the flambe part, which we're really hoping. How's the insurance doing for the television station? Is it all up to date?
I sure hope so. We don't want any fires today.
Well, you know, I love, fun things to play with in the kitchen. You know, we did the countertop Cuisinart. Now I've got my kitchen torch, although I do like to call it a blowtorch. So we'll use that in about 2 seconds, but we'll go ahead and we'll add just a little more.
Well, we've already got Chris on standby in case we do start a fire. He's going to be ready for it.
Thank goodness someone's got a fire extinguisher and a plan. So, you're doing it 2 minutes on each side, and it's just going to be yummy. This happens to be my husband's favorite dessert, which is why I learned how to make it.
There you go.
Yeah, so
you have to take some home to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how long does this cook here?
It cooks for 2 minutes on each side, and we're going to go ahead and sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon too. Brown sugar, butter, cinnamon, yum, and a little banana liqueur. So keep going with that.
What's next? That smells amazing.
Okay, what's next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to, this will be the flambe part. We're going to go ahead and add our rum on top.
This is about to get interesting.
It is about to get interesting. And we're just going to see how this all works out.
Stay back.
Yeah, really. I think, there you go. We kind of catch our, in fact, turn that up a little bit higher. And you know what? This is a good little point here. Everything needs to be nice and hot. We had the, and so now we're just kind of getting a little low heating element on it.
Okay.
It's really funny. Friday night I tried this and it got too hot. There is just a happy medium here. What you want to do is to have your rum nice and hot before you add it, and it gives a nice little low glimmer, and it kind of does the final little caramelizing of it.
Okay.
And now we're ready to go ahead and add it to, and depending on how you like your bananas, but we can go ahead and add it to our ice cream. And then, because depending on what type of cup you're serving it in, maybe you want to put it in a bowl and you want your bananas bigger, or you can have them smaller.
That's right. And of course the ice cream is going to be delicious. You can eat it like that, just like itself.
Yes.
Because it's going to be delicious since it's homemade, but it's going to be even better with this topped on top,
and I love that. I love that kind of topping for it.
I'm going to hold that still for you.
Thank you. And we'll just grab it and just start putting it right on top. And you can serve it immediately for your company. Now, you saw it didn't really take that long. You can go ahead and make the ice cream in advance. You can make this just in moments if you've been out at fancy restaurants and had the little cart come by. And then there you go. And like I
wish
said,
I could smell it. It smells so delicious.
well, when you put bananas and rum and you know, homemade ice cream, that's a great way to end your dinner because it's going to just give you such a lovely bouquet of flavors and smells.
Check that out.
Yeah.
How delicious is that? All right, can I go ahead and dig in?
Do, and this is part of our Broadway at Bethlehem. Like I said, we'll have that as part of our silent auction.
Oh my goodness.
But we'll have an incredible spectrum of desserts as well. And I love that y'all are going to put this on the website. And I love that this time of year when you're thinking about Mardi Gras and that sort of thing, it's fun to have a good old, you know, New Orleans style dessert.
That is delicious too. You're gonna have to take some of that home to your husband. That is good stuff. You'll have to try it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for showing us how to make it. And again, you got to come out to Broadway at Bethlehem's Divas and Desserts Party. It's next Saturday. That's February 18th at Bethlehem United Methodist Church. That's at 2419 Bethlehem Loop in Franklin. For information, call 615-791-6456, extension 2, or you can log on to BethlehemUMC.com.